What's up guys, my name is Melissa. So I'm super excited right now because I just got the iPhone 12 Pro Max and I was actually planning to do an unboxing of this, but then I realized that everyone else was doing it the past 2 months ago when it just came out. But I'm just gonna show you what kind of apps I have in here that was very helpful to me, because who knows, they might be useful to you too. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first page is pretty much what everyone else has, so I'm just gonna skip through that. And I do plan to make my home screen a lot more aesthetic with the icons that I created, but it does take some time, but I will show how it looks like in the end. So now let's go on the first one. Let's go to the bottom first by the dock. This is called the Awesome Calendar. So this is a calendar I use. I really love it because, you know, it's awesome based by the name. And I really like looking at my calendar by looking at the month in one glance just to see what I'm doing all the time. What I also love about this is that you can use some icons or drawings for like each day. This is helpful because I'm a very visual person, so it's easy to see what's going on in the future. So now let's go to the other ones. Let's go to the first category, which is content creator. So this is mostly going to be for like Instagram stuff. So the first one is preview. This is for you to plan like what kind of photos you get to make it more organized, especially if you have a theme. I like to have 9 to 12 of my photos like having the same color theme. So this is why I do this. Like this is color blue, here's color green and stuff, so I like doing that. Next is Lightroom. This is where I like editing my photos. I like also that we can create our own presets on the computer and transfer it here on the phone. So I'm using my own presets sometimes. So this is classic vintage. I have it actually free on my website if you want to check that out. So here, this is like some way to edit it, and then you can brighten it whenever you feel like it, whatever works for you, obviously. And then Canva is also perfect if you want to do some Instagram stories or Instagram photos, especially good for businesses for this one. Focus is good to make the backgrounds blur. Whichever photos they can blur the background, you can do it manually. It also helps because some of the iPhones get the portrait mode where it blurs the background already, but this one can actually fix some imperfections that you have in there. So this would be very helpful for the whole blurring effect. So Glitty, I love it because it's all about glitters, adding glitters in your photos. Mextures is also a good editing app. LD for some bokeh or some like lights around the photo. Quick repos, it's good if you like reposting other people's stuff. And I'm just gonna tell you a little secret, by the way. This is good for stalking people too. Let's say that you wanted to see somebody's story and not let them know that you're watching their story, as long as their profile is public. Like let's say this one. This is my best friend Isabel. And then I agree. I can watch her Instagram story without her knowing. It's not going to show in her Instagram profile that I'm actually watching her. So yeah, I don't know if I should be telling you that, but it's okay. So Snapseed is also a good editing app. Color Story is good for Instagram stories. Same with Canva stories. Then Visco is just a good filter for some editing as well. Now what I use for YouTube edit. Fonto, I love using this to add some fonts to my thumbnails. This is actually very good. A lot of people actually use this, which I'm pretty surprised. And then Filmic Pro is good whenever you're making some videos outside. It's good because it's like working as a DSLR that you can adjust the ISOs and everything. So Tezza is actually the only editing app that I'm subscribed to. I like using this whenever I'm editing some videos. I love the filters in there. I love that you can add glitters on the side, so I'm super fan of glitters, obviously. Look at the next one. Kira is also a glitter app for videos or photos. Next one is entertainment. Netflix, obviously. Super fan of Netflix. I use it all the time. I just watched Bridgerton with one of my friends in London, and now we're watching Queen of the South, which I strongly recommend for you guys to check out. It's such a good TV show. Next, Hulu. I like to watch MasterChef there and The Bachelor. It's my guilty pleasure. And of course we have TikTok in here and YouTube. Disney Plus, I just watched the movie Soul. You guys should definitely check that one out. It's such a heartwarming video that makes you appreciate life a lot more. So Pluto TV and Tubi is good for watching TV or movies, TV shows for free, by the way. So these are for free. It's not like Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus. Rave is so that you can watch Netflix with your friends from anywhere else. Airtime if you want to watch a movie with someone, and you can video chat too, so that's a cool one too. So this other one is for my extra income. So this is obviously not my main income, but like some extra gigs that I do. YouTube Studio, I finally got monetized after getting that 1K subscribers. So I'm actually gonna get my first check next month, which I'm super excited about. So the next one is Fiverr. I do some modeling in here. I model for some products, with photos or videos, whatever. You guys can do this as well to do some freelancing jobs. You can be an editor here, you can be a writer, you can edit some photos or videos, so whichever. So there's a lot of things that you can do this. You can also create some website for other people or other companies, and so it's more like some contract jobs in here. So this next one is Robinhood. That's where I do my stocks. I like to do it more safe by just investing on the big companies who I know is going to go well for a while. I'm just gonna say that all of the money that I invested in here, I more than doubled that. So I really like that because I'm just putting money in there, so it's not just sitting and doing nothing, it's actually growing in there. So the next one that I have is Sell on Etsy. This is where I sell my digital downloads. I sell some presets in there. I sell some Instagram highlight covers or some fun coupons. So I pretty much use this for digital downloads so that I get some passive income through it. So the next one is Woocommerce. Everything that I sell on Etsy, I sell it on my website too. So that is where Woocommerce come from. Adsense is next. That is mainly for my blog, some of the ads that I get on my blog, and I don't really make that much. I probably make like $11 a month for this. And I know that Adsense is also a YouTube thing, but they don't show you how much you make on YouTube ads on this Adsense app. So I'm not sure why, but you'll see it on YouTube Studio instead. So then Marketwatch and Wall Street Journal is just helpful for some stocks, just to know what's going on outside. M1 is just another stock app, and so is Fidelity. Fidelity is actually supposed to be safer because it's also a bank. So there you go for my extra income. So now let's go to socials. Instagram, obviously, please follow me on Instagram. So Instagram, Facebook, Messenger. I don't have a Snapchat or a Twitter. Yes. Then WeChat is for like talking to like some clients in China. Then Zoom has been a thing right now, so all of that. So travel, I love this one. Airbnb, obviously, whenever I do some vacations elsewhere, and even some staycations. I love doing staycations. HipCamp is pretty much like Airbnb, but I really love this because it's a different experience. You get like some camping, glamping, or staying at an RV or Airstream, so this is good for that. I've stayed in some really cool, unique places by staying on HipCamp. So now Outdoorsy is kind of related to HipCamp, and in here you can rent camper vans and RV vans, and you can drive them. So with HipCamp, mostly you're there to stay for the experience, but with Outdoorsy, you can rent them and drive around with it. So that's pretty cool. Then the Dirt just shows you what campsites are around you. This is very helpful. They also have people rating it and putting some reviews in there, so you can check that out. Swimply is pretty much an Airbnb for swimming pools. So if you just want to rent someone else's swimming pool for like an hour or two, you can do that. Sometimes it's expensive though. I feel like you just have to like really search for some good ones. But sometimes I know it gets expensive. I would actually think that it's more worth it to just rent a place in Airbnb. So it depends. So just keep looking at these and search for some good ones. And then booking.com is to book some hotels. Skyscanner, I use it a lot to look for flights. Sometimes I just look for that to look for flights. Then I go to the actual airline itself and look at the price on that one. And if that's cheaper, then I book it from the actual airline. Now let's go to lifestyle. So this one is called Tasty. I really like this one because you're gonna find a lot of delicious foods, definitely mouth-watering, and it has some recipes and videos how to make them. I'm not even into cooking, but whenever I open this app and see all these things, I just want to make them. Next one is Pinterest. I use that for inspiration, but I also use that to market my blog or my YouTube channel, so it's a good marketing tool and it's free. So this next one is Disposable by David Dobrik, which idea is to use it as a disposable camera. So pretty much you can take photos on this app, but the little twist to this is that you can only see all the photos the next day at 9 a.m. So I really love this because it encourages you to live in the moment and not go through your phone whenever you're with your friends. So now the next one is actually called Face App. This is actually the most expensive app that I paid for. I don't know why, it feels like fun, so I opened this. I know back then the face filter was pretty popular where you make yourself look older, like this, you know, and you know, it's kind of funny. But what I also like about this is this one where it says smiles. It can make you change your smile. So this one, this can make you close your mouth. let's go to original, and this can make you smile a little bit larger than what I usually smile at. I think the smile filter is basically what made me buy it. It's $49 actually, but that is a one-time pay where you can have this app forever. So the next one is 1-800-Flowers. So this is good if you want to send someone flowers. So if it's someone's birthday, especially with the pandemic going on, this is a perfect time to make someone feel special. And next one is Epic Theaters. This was pre-COVID. My mom and I would love to go to this theater. So this is a movie theater, but you get to sit down in a nice comfy sofa. So it's pretty much like sitting as a first class passenger. So then you can also lie down in there, be very comfortable. They give you a blanket and pillows too. The food there is amazing, by the way. It's pricey to go in here, but it's amazing. So the next one is music. Shazam is good. So if there's like music around you and you just want to know the title of it, Shazam will listen to it and tell you the title and singer for it. So it's very helpful. Soundcloud is really nice too to listen to live music shows. I love going to concerts and raves back then, and sometimes you just want to relive that moment and listen to the set that they played that time. So I would listen to this a lot. So Spotify is just another way for me to listen to music. I got a little hungry for talking so much, so I'm just gonna eat a bit. Okay, so the next one is healthcare. So this first app is called Shine. So this is good for some meditating or de-stressing. I haven't used this a lot, but apparently this app is really good. Then we have MyFlow. This is to track your period. So yeah, this is more for the ladies kind of thing. And let's look at the games. So I don't have that many games. I used to love Temple Run, Candy Crush, and even Clash of Clans, but I know how addicted I get to those. So I only have a few ones in here. So the first one that I have here is called Heads Up. This is a really fun game to play with your friends. I really like using this game, especially when there are long lines involved. Let's say that there's a long line going to the roller coaster or going to a concert or rave that you're going to. This will help you kill some time and have fun with your friends. So the next one is called House Party. This is more of an app that you can play with friends from all over. Same thing with Poker Face. This is something that you can play at home with your friends. And both House Party and Poker Face have a video chat, so you can see each other and feel like you're next to each other. So the next one is shopping. So I don't shop that much, but if I do, I go on Etsy, Amazon, Zara, Best Buy for cameras, Mango, Misguided, Topshop, and Pretty Little Thing. And the next one is basically just a ride, Lyft or Uber, whichever is cheaper that time. Then Lime or Bird, whichever I see laying around, I would use that. Then this is just food and drinks, Starbucks, DoorDash, Wingstop, Chipotle, Postmates, Yelp to see what kind of good foods are around me. Then for finance, there's Venmo, Chase, Chime. The only reason that I got Chime is because they have a high interest rate whenever you put money on your savings account. So that's a good thing, so that your money wouldn't just be sitting around. And then Wells Fargo, I use this for my friend and I's business, PayPal, Discover, and Google Sheets. I don't know why I included that here, but maybe because I use that for business as well. So the next one is DJI. So all these three apps are apps for the stabilizers. So I like making videos, but I know that I shake a lot, so I do want to invest into stabilizers. I actually have a bunch of them. So the first one is this stabilizer. So it has like a mini camera in there already, and then it just turns on like that. You can record, videotape someone. It's really cool. It's very handy. It's like you could just put it in your pocket basically. Then there's this other one where it's a stabilizer where you could put your phone in. And there's one for the camera as well. I still don't know how to use this one. It's so complicated. It's so annoying, but yeah. So the last one in here is for Google Home. I have her here. I have another one in my room. And Hue is to help turn on and off the lights, so that if you tell Google to turn on and off the lights, she'll be able to do it with you just saying it. That's pretty much it. I do hope that some of these apps were kind of new to you and could be helpful to you guys. If you guys have any app recommendations, please let me know by commenting down below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye! That's pretty much it.